Hello, hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, happy
Halfway
Wednesday.
through a short work week. Yeah, I was about
I
to
know.
say.
I know. And I got called out to work again. So I'm out flying tomorrow morning till Tuesday. So there goes my little weekend.
Yeah. Now, so you're not going to go to Atlanta?
No, I was supposed to leave this morning and do this
Yeah.
live from Atlanta this evening. So we had a little family emergency for a flight attendant, so I'm filling in, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go fly and spend the weekend flying, which is good. I like to fly
Okay.
anyway, so it's to me it's fun, and when I get to fill in and go fly, I love it. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm gonna be working.
All right. Oh,
I
well,
know.
the chat is hopping.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Brandon, Francie, Shirley, Sandy, Shirley. Oh, I already said Shirley. Cordelia. Hey,
Yep.
Amanda. And excuse me, Pam. Hello, Pam. Hello, Sister Brenda and Jim. Hey, everyone.
Francie. I don't know if you said Francie. We better not forget Francie in
I
there.
could never forget France. Never,
Well, we
never
could.
forget.
We could. She wouldn't let us anyway. So I could say that because I know she'd probably, slap me across the shoulder sitting next to me if I said.
Hello, Penny.
And Penny. Penny is behind the curtain and in the gray here on the side. So we
Yep,
appreciate Penny helping us out. So
absolutely.
yeah, when as we were kind of behind the scenes, the thing was playing at the beginning. I just realized we don't have a stamp this week. There's no stamp
We
in the
don't.
bundle. I just
Yeah.
realized that. Like I'm like, wait a minute, where's my I almost freaked out because I'm like, where's my stamp set? Like where's my like I'm like I pulled up the bundle online. I'm like, oh no, this is good. We're good. It's like weird.
Yeah. Hey, Kara. Hey, Luann.
Oh, hello,
Um,
Luann and Kara.
yes. But we
Yeah.
have
So this
very
is kind of a
ambitious projects this week.
yeah. I know we were chatting before. Like, we both have because of the chroma paste and the creative confessions, and we've got stuff that has a lot of drawing.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think mine total just to make the sample card took me a day, 2 days between doing this layer, let it dry, then do because you got to let all that dry before you put the stencil back over it. So just
Yeah.
know that the card we're making tonight, you're not going to be able to make in an hour.
I mean, you know what I do though, Shawn, to speed it up? I take out the hair dryer and I apply like that. Even the high on the hair dryer is like, fine, and
Yeah,
really helps and speeds it up. So
yeah. I when I was prepping mine because I had to do a couple layers anyway. I took the advice of Candi. I've heard Candi say this a lot, and I opened up my window and there's a nice little breeze coming in with the sun in the morning. So I just was doing each layer and I was sitting it on the window ledge, and it
oh,
actually dries quite fast in the natural sunlight and little breeze on it. So, yeah, that worked out good too. Hey, Melissa, welcome.
hey,
Um,
Melissa and
I'm
Nikki.
I'm not staying here for 2 days. Yes, this is gonna be a 2-day live as we dry everything.
Oh, too funny.
We're
That
gonna do
said, we
group
should.
activities while the drying's going on.
Francie, you're our director of activities. Didn't you know that? You're our
Exactly.
Julie McCoy.
Yes, exactly. So you know what? I'm trying to remember this every time we do a live to do our housekeeping. Before we do it at the very end. So just so everybody knows, every product we have has been given to us by Brutus Monroe. We are on the design team, and so we have been given this free of charge just to show you guys our ideas, the differences between Walter's and I cards. Some of it we do pay for. Most of it is given to us. And then my link, Walter doesn't have his affiliate. Are you going to get an affiliate link? You keep saying I
You
don't
know,
think so.
in the past almost 2 years now, I don't really
Oh,
use them. So
okay. All right. Well, then my affiliate link is down below. So if you use that, I do get a small kickback. So, did I miss anything on housekeeping?
no, I think that's good. Also, don't forget, um, make sure you tag any creations you make that are inspired or even not inspired by us with Men of Monroe Wednesdays. And please, please, please make sure that you follow and check out the other work of the amazing design team members.
Yep.
We have a really fantastic team,
Yep.
and they just kick out some really awesome projects.
And if you're checking them out, give them a like and a thumbs up and a heart. That just kind of we love it because it just knows people are seeing our stuff and looking at it
Yep,
too.
absolutely.
And then we have we can chat about this next week, but we've got a little change in our bundles coming starting next week. We think it's going to be a really good thing. We think you guys as viewers and consumers are going to really like this better than what our current bundles look like. So more to come. We'll explain that next week, but look for us next week with different types of bundles and different pricing structure and different options to buy. So we think it's going to be a little bit better than these bigger bundles and things that we've been putting together. So
Yeah,
thanks to Christopher and Heather and whoever else was part of that decision and approached us, and I think both of us were like I like it better. So yes.
totally. Yep,
Yeah, yeah.
yep. Oh, Nikki, you're very sweet. Thank you. She said she couldn't miss her fix of her two
Two
favorite
favorite
handsome
guys.
guys.
Oh, well, we're a good
Thank you.
midweek guy. Should we head down to our down camming?
Yeah.
I have to show my little critters before we get started. I found these at Michael's craft store. Look at how cute these guys are. This is like our hedgehog. Per, what was he called? Not the perfect hedge, the something hedge,
Yep.
stamp that we just had, and then this reminded me of the little warm fox stamp. So I was like, I gotta have these. But if I set them here, you can't really. Well, you can kind of tell they won't lay face up. So, well, that one kind of is. Anyway, there we go. I'm done. I had to put them in view for at least like they're like my little Brutus Monroe things. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
So we are doing no stamp tonight. We've got the wedding cake stencil. This came out with now I can't remember. Was this CYOE or
CYOE.
okay.
Yep.
I keep mixing CYOE and Spring Fling.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, so this was CYOE and a great layering stencil for a wedding cake, a birthday cake, and we're gonna show you couple different ways to use this evening with all chroma glazes, confections, watercolor, and different things. So we're excited. I've got mine. You got your palette out even. We've got that. Then we've got the sweet birthday paper pad.
Yeah.
Fun. This is a fun one. It's just got great, fun, bright papers on it. I am using all scraps for mine because how I did my card. If anybody knows me as a card, I love scraps and I love using scraps and I'm scrap buster stuff. So this is my scraps of this paper pad from all the other cards I made. So I'm just going to use all scraps for my card this evening because it just worked out nice and not using a full sheet. So this is kind of a scrap buster for me to show you guys. Then we're mixing in here just one aqua pigment. And we picked the turquoise aqua pigment to mix in here however you want. We're going to show you our ways. Creative Confections Strawberry Swirl. Now, if any of you have not used the Creative Confections or like the Cosmo Glaze, which we're going to use, chunky. Very, very, very chunky. So just know when you go to use it through stencils and different things, it's chunky. Like the Creative Confections has very chunky, like kind of like I think it's actually real plastic, like plastic chunks in it and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I need to ask Christopher just as a trivia thing, like, is this like recycled plastic chunks or like I'd be curious to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, then the Cosmo Glaze. This one also pretty chunky. This has got the plastic, very big plastic chunks in it. And
just gorgeous color.
Yes, yeah, and the chunks in here are made as this dries because these dry back somewhat clear with a little pigment to them, but then you get all that glistening and stuff from all the chunky goodiness in it. So
yeah, and it dries darker than what it looks here.
Yeah, yes. Then we are doing the yellow chroma glaze with the opal chroma glaze. And if you have not tried opal chroma glaze, this was my first time using it actually for this card. Oh my gosh, like talk about a nice pearl shimmer on this one. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. If anything, if you don't have this in your stash, this is a must have in your stash. And then
that is it, I believe.
That's it, right? Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna do some layering with our stencil and
that bundle price is $60.93.
Oh yes. Yep.
And do you want to show your card?
Sure.
So here is my card. And I'm getting a little glare from this lamp on the side, but my inspiration for this was a Christopher Radko ornament with the shine, especially so here's that Cosmo glaze, and you can see that it dries darker and it's chunky. Here's that strawberry confection. You can just see how chunky it is. Here's that beautiful opal chroma glaze. And as you can see, it all just has that really nice sheen to it. So to me, it was very much like a Christopher Radko ornament.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. And I did my glazes and confections on the background with just some die cut shapes and ink blending underneath there just to get the color to pop a little bit more. And then I did my yellow and my opal, and we're gonna just show you a little technique that I did. What I was trying to do, and I debated on doing it either the frosting or on the cake, but I did it on the frosting to do kind of a marbled look. So you get like a marbled frosting, or you could mix it, do the same effect down here and make a marbled cake. And I'll show you how I did that with the opal and the turquoise. Crazy easy technique, and it just turns out really nice and cool. So, but look at the shimmer off that pearl, like
Yeah, it's
crazy.
amazing. And that
Yeah,
frosting is so cool.
yeah. I started and I was like, how am I gonna mix my aqua pigment in this card? So this is what we came up with. So, all right,
Oh,
let's get going.
okay. A lot to accomplish.
Yes. I'm going to show you guys this marbled frosting first because I started with my frosting layer when I built this card and then built everything around it anyway. So I'll do that technique for you first, and then I've just got little pieces here. I'm going to do the wide view so we can get that better view. There we go. And yeah, this is kind of in stages since things were dried. So when you look at this stencil, you guys, you're gonna see the cutout square in the corner here. Make sure that when you're, it doesn't matter if you're doing it this way or this way, but usually you can feel the cut of the stencil. I always go the little, it's a little rougher edge on the bottom is how I do mine. So the corner for me will always be in that upper left hand corner. Just, and then you can mark it if you want, or I actually cut my base. I'm gonna fussy cut out the cake anyway, but I cut my base to the size of the stencil. So all right, let's do the opal first.
Yeah, that's what I do as well. So I make sure it's up in the left, and then I'm fussy cutting as well tonight, but it's a very easy image to fussy cut.
Peaceful hedge. Thank you, Penny. It was the peaceful hedge. I was pulling them in, and then I was like, I saw that up in the corner. So we're gonna have my little guys watch this evening. I just thought they were the cutest thing. I can't help it.
They are adorable.
All right, what we got going on in the chat? The pink donut icing and white glaze that came in the donut. Okay, that would actually those would actually probably work good in this actually with the stencil.
Yeah.
Actually,
And where this Cosmo glaze really is, as Shawn had pointed out, there are some really big chunks in there. I try to fish around those for this project just because putting them through the stencil, they'll likely get caught up. But you can easily move them to the side if you need to, and you don't want them getting down onto your project. So keep that in mind.
yeah, because some of those chunks get. I mean, that those plastic chunks, some of them get pretty big in there.
Yeah, they really do.
Okay, so for your marbled frosting, if you blink, you're gonna miss it. It's that easy. So I'm taking my opal, and I'm just filling in my stencil first with my opal. And you can do this with any color. I mean, I could have done this with the marbled with yellow or whatever. The yellow and the turquoise probably would have turned some green, but just know that when you're mixing. Okay, so I have filled that in with my opal. Now what I'm going to do is I have a little dot of my turquoise watercolor up here, of the aqua pigment. I'm going to take on the top edge of my frosting. So on the top of the cake here and the top of the cake here, I'm just going to take and dot little dots of this color. Okay, so I'm just going to just dot, dot, dot all the way across on both layers of my cake. Like so. And now I am just taking, I'm using a big scraping tool so I get a nice even swoop versus these can be small. I mean, I have some big palette knives, but the angle is just easier for me to use a big palette knife, like a big cake decorating thing. This is the Simon Hurley one, but now I'm just going to take and just lightly scrape across and just give it a little swirly swirl in there. And And just don't overdo it because otherwise you'll mix it. And that's it. Now when you peel this off, if I can get the edge of it lifted, there we go. Throw that in some water. Now when you peel that off, I'll zoom in so you can see here too. You've got your marbled frosting. It's simply that crazy easy. So any color would do. This just worked out great with that opal and this color. So there's my frosting. So now once this dries, here's what it's going to look like when you get it dry. Okay. All right. Then we'll just keep layering. Yeah, and when you swoop, as Francie says, just don't over swoop because otherwise it gets mixy. And you just don't want mixy. You still want some of the stripes and the goodiness from it.
And even though it's not part of the stencil, I am adding in a cake stand at the bottom just to make it look like an actual really nice, fancy cake plate with a stand.
Now that you say that, that didn't even faze me that you had the cake stand on your card. I didn't even I saw it, it just didn't strike me that it was not part of the stencil.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of snuck it in there.
Yeah, I didn't even
And it's really easy to freehand and do that. It's not, it's not anything too difficult to do.
Right.
The difficulty is in drying it.
Yeah, right. All right. Now I'm going to where's my card? So I've done this layer. I'm moving on now to my yellow layer. So I've got a dried frosting piece. I'm going to do my yellow piece. I am almost out of yellow. And then I realized we have been using Galaxy or those darker glitter glazes, you and I, so much. So I was doing Halloween cards this weekend. And I'm like, oh, I'm about a penny away from running out of my Galaxy and all those dark glitters. I have found just working with, if you have not done these glazes with stencils and stuff, I have found I use a big glob, keep smoothing and scooping versus start small and then fill and try it because it smooths out easier for me. If that just helps, if you're one that just I struggle getting things smooth in stencils, big glob and then I just smooth and then try to be done don't overwork it. Yeah, the shimmer on this opal, oof, it's really nice. The other one I've discovered, I'm gonna go back out here. The other one I've discovered lately, not in this card. If you guys have not tried bubbly embossing powder, my new fave. It is a shiny, shimmery, peachy champagne, and it's absolutely gorgeous. All right. That's my yellow layer with the stencil. Okay. I got a little bit in those little creases, which is fine. I'm going to cover those up with strips of paper anyway. Okay. Now, when this dries, you get that. I'm going to have pieces of cake all over my desk here by the time we're done. And then I go back through and I just add now one more layer of the opal that I don't marble for the middle piece and the little bottom piece. And then that's it.
Yeah, I wish I did some stages like you did. I was too busy playing around with something else we need to get done this week and
Oh, yeah, I haven't started that.
trying to get that done. So something I will be ordering more of soon is this chroma glaze. It's just it's such a great product.
Which one? The opal?
The opal, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kara. Sorry if I don't know if it's Kara or Kara. Um, yeah, bubbly. I hadn't tried bubbly until recently, and then as soon as I tried it, I called Jess and I was like, I just got it, but you need to send me another one before you're out. So like 1 or 2 more jars, and I'll pay for it because I need more.
What is this?
I was saying how nice the opal is for shimmer and shine and stuff, and then I said my new favorite discovery is bubbly embossing powder.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. It's a nice champagne rosy kind of peachy color with
ooh.
nice shine and shimmer to it. It's probably my top favorite embossing powder actually right now of all time. It's
Oh,
so
okay.
pretty.
I I have not I have not tried it.
Where's my card I just did some watercolor with for a card hop. I think is it sitting behind me? Yes. Here is This is the champagne. This is the bubbly embossing powder.
Oh, that is very pretty. Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna have
just
to get some.
a nice pale champagne.
Yeah.
Ooh, a nice pale champagne would actually taste good right about now.
Oh, that's awesome, Brenda. So my sister Brenda was just letting me know my dad had some surgery earlier today, and he was rested. He was about to start resting when I called him earlier to check in on him, and he's up and he's watching tonight.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
hello, Walter Brenda's dad. What's your dad's name?
Also a Walter.
Oh, so
Yep.
named after your dad.
Named after my dad. Yep. Indeed. It could be a little confusing when growing up when you'd hear the name Walter, because not only was it my father and myself, but it was also my mother's father's name and my mother's brother's name.
Oh my goodness.
So there were a lot of Walters. And my father, I believe, also had an uncle Walter, but we didn't really see him very often.
So if somebody started screaming Walter, a lot of people went a running.
Oh, you better believe it.
or pointing fingers at each other.
Yeah. Nikki, I am not a junior. I have a different middle name than my father. So, oh, Sandi. I know. I have to get some of that.
Mm.
Absolutely. She took a sparkle point away from me.
Away.
Not happy. Yep.
So then that is the last layer for that opal. When this dries back, you're going to get this as your finished cake. And then we'll stamp my happy birthday on top of this before I fussy cut it. All right, and I used for my sentiment. I got out the this one is the extra sentimental set, and I used the little. It was kind of a kitschy kind of happy birthday down here in the corner that I liked, and I used that then as like my cake topper per se. All right. And then what I tried to do is just match my cake. So I used a yellow and a blue for my ink. And just ombre them together. Go back out here. If It's like my life with the Walter boys. Guess what I'm watching on Netflix? Oh yeah, that's the Waltons. Hello, Drea. Welcome. Oh, hello, Mary Alice. Welcome, welcome, ladies. Jim Eber, I saw at the beginning. All right, here's how I alleviate getting my lines when I ink blend this. I will usually take a cotton ball and I just kind of ball it up a little tight in my hand, and then I'll just kind of lightly tap a little bit back and forth right over that line to soften that out.
Hey, Mary Alice. Yes, for all of yes, definitely a lot of Walters in the house. That's for sure. And just a little tip for you as you are using these stencils, if you happen to find that you have some spaces that maybe didn't get enough coverage, leave those for now. Then at the end, what I do is I come in with a paintbrush and my leftover glazes, and I just fill them in then, um, so that you're not worried about it, as you go along in each step. Very easy to fill in after the fact. Just gonna dry this a little bit more.
All right, so my first little scrappy piece, I just am taking a scrap piece of paper of the paper pad. I'm going to fill in these little lines here with just a little stripe. So I'm literally going on my cutting tool. I just go right up to the where the clear is, and I get this little eighth of an inch, I think it is, strip. Well, hello, James. Oh, I absolutely had the. I had not been to the state fair in a long time, 5, 6 years probably. We had the best time. Ate my way through as everybody does, and but it had been long enough, and I know this probably makes me sound like an old crotchety cheapskate, but holy criminy, have things gotten expensive. Um, but yes, we had a blast. So much fun. Oh, thank you, Kara. Walter, did you read Kara's thing? Just want to say I love your live streams. They are so peaceful, relaxing, and so much fun. Always look forward to Wednesday nights. Thanks for what you guys do. Well, thank you.
Oh, thanks so much, Kara. That's really nice. Appreciate that. Um, you know, that's I feel like that's exactly what our intent was in doing this was just halfway through the week, let's have some fun, kind of relax a bit. And Shawn and I are, have similar personalities like that too. So it's nice to have it be kind of mellow.
Yeah, I just really wanted it to be like when we started this, I just wanted it to be fun and still be able to teach people maybe new techniques. And if not, just hang, you know.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think we even said if people start crafting along, that's just even better. Like that's just
It
we're just hanging
sure. Yep.
and then it's always fun to see our two differences, I think, every week for me, like how we end
Oh
up with
yeah.
stuff, you know?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Because even though we have a lot of similarities, we definitely have different styles.
Yeah. Yep.
And yeah, I mean, I can honestly say I learn a lot by watching Shawn, because he does some things different than I do, and it just gives me some more techniques and things to keep in my arsenal.
Well, and same. I mean, if you look at my recent cards here I've been posting in our little design team thing, it's, inspiration from like some of these creative cards and stuff that I generally don't, trying to get the vintage vibe going with like you and Shalana or, do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to learn.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, you're killing it. They're awesome.
Oh,
Hi,
Jim,
Steve.
it was the Minnesota State Fair. I have moved back to Minnesota for a job. I go back to Georgia every couple weeks to see the partner and house and things. We're not moving quite yet, and that's a whole. We could do a whole live and a half of explaining that whole process. But
Oh,
um, yeah, so we were in Minnesota. I went to the Minnesota State Fair. Never been to the Georgia State Fair actually.
let's see. I also saw someone. So I saw Susan came in, and I saw. Oh yeah, is it Regan or Reagan Zick?
Oh yes,
Regan.
I think it was Reagan.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Hi,
She
welcome.
won. She was on my YouTube live of the 1,000 subscribers, and she won one of the gift cards I gave away.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember to which one she got, but if put it in the chat, Reagan, which one you got, if you've bought your stuff yet and been able to play, and I can't remember which one you won.
Oh, oh, Melissa, I'm sorry to hear that. Feel better. Go get some rest. She's got a terrible headache, horrible headache.
Oh, yeah. Can always finish us on replay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know where to find us.
Yep. Yep.
Go get some rest.
All right. I don't do this a whole lot, actually. I'm putting this just directly to my card base without putting a mat down, and I don't do that very often
Oh,
without matting it and stuff. All right. So just a little tip if you're gonna do like my background. So what I tried to do is uh like thicker to skinny piece, thicker to skinny, and just do this weird zigzag kind of odd shape to get it to zigzag correctly without it end up being straight. Because what happened with mine, I started at the top here and everything ended up being straight, so I had to recut. To do it right, let me show you a little trick. You're gonna take and line up your first piece on the side of your card. Okay? So I have a piece here that's going at this angle. So I'm going to use this as my wide piece. I'm going to angle this up to here. Just not measuring, nothing. I'm just going to angle here. I don't want it that big, but all right. So I have just like a flag. So to start this, don't start in your corner. Don't start at the top. If you start at the top here, you're going to end up straight all over it. It's going to you're going to end up having to line this up this way, and it's not going to be, you can see how that angles, right? Line up one edge on the side of your card. You do not have to start up in the corner, but you can, or you can start down here. So I'm going to start up in a little bit from that corner, and you're going to glue that piece down, and you're going to keep going with your zigzags after that. And here's what I do. So I'm going to glue this piece down as my starter. Oh, I got to go back. I missed, hang on, I got to catch up in the chat. Reagan. Yeah, I got 50% off. Oh my gosh. You got Desiree's one. I bought some stamps. How much did you buy? Because she had, oh my gosh, she gave away such a great deal. I'm so happy you got hers. I cannot wait to hear if you like them. That's awesome. All right, that's my starter piece. Okay. Now I'm just going to go off of that. So I'm going to just start with this one. And I just did a little mark. So I'm going to go wide here to thin there. And then I just keep doing repeat this process until I get to the bottom of the card. Yeah, I can't wait to see how much you like them and what you do with them, because they're just a different kind of style of stamp of the type of medium you use with them, and I can't wait to see what you do.
Shawn, I
Hey,
don't know if you
Christy.
saw Susan Thompson's comment. She said, "Hi, guys. I'm so glad to spend the evening with you both and all of our friends at Brutus Monroe. I'm really looking forward to seeing your lives.
Oh, hello, hello.
Thanks so much. Hello, Christy. Hello, Ellen. Always, always good to see our friends here." So before I do like my final dry, I'm just going to come in with a smaller detail brush and just fill in some of those spots that maybe didn't get as much of the color um, via the stencil. And it's so easy to do. You just pick it up with your detail brush and plop it on down.
Which one? Wrong one, Ellen. Where were you at? Are we on somebody else's channel we don't know about?
Uh-oh.
She said she went to the wrong one and nobody was there. So wonder where she.
Oh.
Oh, did you go to like maybe a previous one? Maybe.
Hey, Isis.
Oh,
Wow, we have
hello.
all of our friends here tonight.
It's a whole gang.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
So,
think we
Dad,
teased them with. I think we teased them with cake, and they actually probably thought they were getting real cake.
Dad, if you're still watching, just know this is a very friendly group, and
Yep.
it's always nice on Wednesday nights to see our friends coming back.
I just love scraps.
Scraps of paper, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm just gonna do that whole bottom piece like that and that one.
Francie, did someone say cake?
Now she's awake.
Oh, trust
That
me, I
knocked
wish we had cake to send out to everyone.
that knocked her out of her slumber.
And where Shawn used his aqua pigment as part of the frosting, I'm kind of doing the same. The only difference is I'm just painting it on as stripes, and I'm not doing the really cool blending marbling effect that he did. But it's certainly a nice way to incorporate a little bit of extra color and really another texture, since there's so many other textures going on. That's the one cool thing about this particular project is it is a ton of different textures.
I just thought of it. You know what would be cool with this cake? Because I was just thinking how you were talking about all these different things. Like I mean, this could be a wedding cake, a birthday cake, who knows what, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be fun to make this into like a Halloween cake,
Oh, yeah, it would.
like a black and orange and black and gray, and throw some spider things on it or something. I think that'd be
Oh,
that. That'd be. Oh, well, there's the partner from Georgia. I gotta call him out because otherwise I get in trouble afterwards if I don't call him out. So that is my partner, everybody. Scott Olson, hi from Georgia. So everyone say
hey,
hi.
Scott.
Everyone say hi, Scott. So mm,
Welcome, friend.
he's like, I always comment and you never say hi. I'm like, well, it goes so fast, I'd miss it.
It's true. It's really hard that, like, when you're creating and you want to keep up with the chat at the same time, it goes by really quick. So it's very
Yeah.
easy to miss comments, and yeah. And I feel bad because I like to acknowledge and say hello to everyone, but
Right.
yep, sometimes it gets a little hectic.
All right. So now I'm going to show you what I did for these pieces behind here. So I just cut out just typical hexagon, honeycomb, whatever you want to call them, pieces. I did 3 sizes, so I did well, this wasn't the largest die, but the largest I used, medium, and then a small. I'm just using one of each just to show you the 2 different colors and how I did these. So I just took each one and I did 3 of each color, so 1 in each size for each color. And how I did this is I just took it, I put it on my ink pad, straight to the ink pad, and dabbed it on. If it's not even, I don't care because we're going to cover it up anyway. I just wanted more intense color coming through. Like so. And now know, if you have a water reactive ink, when you apply these are wet. If you have water reactive ink, it will kind of move and slide and do your color thing around. So just know that when you do these. So if you're looking for solid color without movement, just make sure it's dry and then be very careful on how you smear this on. And then I just took on my pink pieces, I took my strawberry confection. And you're literally just like you're frosting a cake. Or a cupcake, I guess, because you'd hold a cupcake in your hand. I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see here. And you can see how chunky these are. I mean, look at some of these pieces, right? If I can get these out. And then I just, so I can still kind of see the shape. I just kind of, lack of a better word, I tuck the plastic back in onto the shape. And then you got to let these dry. So that's the pink one. And then I use the Coastal Mint on this one. Let me just wipe where'd my towel go? And now look at here's a big chunk. Like, look at how some of these, that's how chunky some of these pieces are. Like, that's a big chunk of plastic. And then same thing. Just like you're frosting a cupcake.
Hello, Lisa. Thanks for joining. And yes, that is a glass mat that actually both Shawn and I have glass mats, but his is very colorful and beautiful.
Yes, I won mine from from an Instagram hop thing where you comment, like, share, subscribe thingy that everybody does. And I won this from glassboard.com. And it's magnetic. Yours is magnetic too, right? Oh, he's drying. It's magnetic, and these magnets, I'm telling you, are tough. Really fun glass mat, and I'm loving it. Especially when you do stencils like we just did, it held my stencils nice and flat, so it was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh really... yeah, Sandi, that's a good point. So I did not, but yeah, not your mama's, because this gets wet and curls. It works out perfect for this stuff. Not your mama's cardstock. All right, now you let these dry. And these ones here I did yesterday and dried them overnight. And then that's what you get when these dry. Nice, chunky, glittery kind of stuff. All right. And we will assemble. Where's my...
Yeah, we're actually doing better for time than I thought we were going to do. I was a little worried.
I was either worried it's going to be going way over, or I was going to be done in like 20 minutes because I had so much kind of pre-cut things and pre-made, but it's worked out nice.
Yeah.
And then I just put my cake down. I haven't glued it down, and then I'm just tucking things around of where I want things to go, and I try to keep that what do you call it? The triangle. Oh, I'm missing my little pink one. Oh well, that's all right. that one there then.
Oh, thanks, Penny. Yeah. Yeah, Not Your Mama's is the perfect. For those maybe unfamiliar with it, it is a very heavyweight cardstock. And when you put pastes like this on there, I mean, it holds up. There's no buckling. There's no. It's probably, I think, the best cardstock around.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it. Definitely
Yeah.
has some weight.
Yep.
Yeah, Cordelia, I can't remember who said that. I don't remember. Oh, I was on a live the other night and somebody's like, those colors match your logo and your whole craft room. And yeah, it does. It was not intentional because I won this, but yeah, it's perfect.
Thank you, Penny. Penny knows the poundage. It's 130-pound cardstock.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that much. Dang.
Yeah. Yep.
Hefty, hefty, hefty. Yes, exactly.
We're not wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Yeah. Well, Not Your Mama is anyway.
We were on Sunday night talking about old commercials, and one that came up was, do you remember You Can't Fool Mother Nature?
Yeah.
For chiffon margarine?
Yes. No, Sandy. I just looked. It was not stuck to my Misty, but it was over here on my mouse pad. So now I gotta find a spot for it because I thought I spaced these out already. I think right there looks good. I did find my other little piece. So as she said that, I looked and it was sitting over by my mouse. All right. Penny, thank you so much for adding things to our chats and stuff. I know all of us doing the lives here really, I mean, everybody, Candi and Sara and myself and Walter, we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Penny is truly the glue that holds the Brutus Monroe live teams together.
Yes. Penny, do you sleep? Because now that I think about it, she's on how many nights a week she's sitting here in the gray here on the side, throwing stuff in the chat, and then she's like, yeah, snaps for Penny. Snaps for Penny.
Yeah. And she joins during the day too, when the live packings.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully, do you eat? It's like she's probably like, yeah, that's why I'm over here in the gray. Nobody sees me. I think if you look at the gray, we can't show you guys. She's sitting on her couch because I can see her couch and then some pictures behind her, and she's actually eating a big, huge, gimungo bowl of ice cream and popcorn. And no, she's not. But she could.
Shawn is letting the secrets fly tonight.
She's going to grab something.
What did I roll over? Drop something. And these are not part of the bundle, but I'm sure a lot of people have them from when they came out last year. This is the collection of the crystals, and I'll tell you, this was such an amazing buy because I use these on everything. This is kind of like my Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot sauce?
Yeah. You know the slogan, I put that blank on everything?
Oh, yeah.
That's what these crystals are for me. I put these on everything.
Oh, look at that. Done. 7:52. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But I also have enough for now. I have 1, 2. I have enough for 5 cards, so I'll have to rinse and repeat.
Well, the good news is you don't have to do that tonight.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen tonight.
Because you are
I got to pack.
Getting ready for your flights. So I'm just throwing a few of these on for not that the card needs any extra sparkle, because with all of these wonderful glazes that we used tonight, there is a ton of sparkle, but I like to have a little bling. There, so I'm just putting some of those on there. And
Francie, you put that what on everything? The bling that he's got? I'm assuming she's talking about the same stuff.
Yeah. Well, she was saying the Frank's Red Hot slogan.
Oh yeah.
Are you familiar with that saying?
Yeah.
And just so you know, since I have these leftover glazes that I don't want to add back in because they've been sitting out, and I'm going to, once we're done here, don't get rid of them. Take some extra cardstock, smear it over that, let it dry, and then you're going to have some nicely colored. It's going to be this really nice pink sheen or the yellow sheen that you can die cut some shapes out of. Use it for flowers. It's amazing.
I just did that the other night.
Yeah?
Yeah, this was leftover pink chroma glaze from a card, and I just took and smeared it, and then I actually cut out the sentiment out of it.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, it works really nice.
Yep.
And die cut's nice. It doesn't get, I mean, it's a thin layer. I just did it thin so I could get a die cut through it.
Oh, yeah. As long as it's dry, those dyes go right through it. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Cordelia, You're not drinking coffee tonight? What's wrong with you? I got the Diet Dr. Pepper going for myself, but she's always got a good coffee drink. She's like, I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking fizzy water, just so you know.
So that's right. Awesome. We both finished tonight early. Yeah.
So I'll zoom in on mine. This was my pre-made. This was the one for tonight. I actually like my one from tonight better because I feel like I did my cutting of my background better on this one tonight.
Okay.
Of the angled thing.
Yeah, it's awesome though. It's a really cool design.
Yeah. Oh, you did a little reverse on the little different frosting on yours.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do the same exact, and I used the same background paper, the white confetti one, but I did change up the teal one. It's still teal, but I did one with circles instead of the sprinkles. Can't really see it that much anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my sentiment, I used the reverse side of a different strip that I had for my happy birthday. Yeah, and then my cake, the stand's a little bit taller tonight. And the frostings in a little bit of a different order, but using all of the elements. So, yeah.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, there's our cards for the evening. Lots of paste and chroma glazes and not one stamp. Well, we did a sentiment stamp, but that was not our bundle, but not like a true, real good on stamp this evening. So I wonder if this is our first card without a stamp, I feel like.
I think you may be correct there. Yeah.
I think it is. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, they're liking the cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
All right. Should we go back up here?
Yeah.
We have a little pause on this. There we go. There we go.
close out the night, and I'll have there's a really cool I'm looking over across the room at my TV. There's a cool episode of Expedition X on Discovery tonight, so I'll be watching that.
Nice. I was making fun of Penny, but I'm honestly done. I'm cleaning up. I'm putting my fat pants on. And I'm getting myself a big fat bowl of ice cream and watching TV.
There you go.
And I really am. Like, I got this new ice cream. I'm like, it's an ice cream and sitting on the couch kind of night and packing before I go tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yes, don't forget, if any of this stuff inspires you and you make something, whether it be these cards or it inspired you to make something else, hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays, please. We would appreciate it. We just love seeing what's popping out there. I've started to tag mine, other cards as well, just so it pops up and you guys can go in and see those. And what else was I going to say? Oh, don't forget to give us a like and thumbs up. We would love that. And then next week. So do I just remind them of our bundle for next week? If what we can't, we'll explain it. But
we can explain it next week if you want. But it's in the sweet treat theme. So you see that tonight we did cake, and we're continuing on with that sweet treat theme this month. So your hubby has good taste, Sandi. Francie, I'll text you to let you know about it. They're revisiting one of the houses the Warrens investigated tonight. So it's kind of like an investigation into different historical type of things, but also the paranormal and like trying to prove things maybe are for real or not. So
yes, Scott, I have ice cream, and it's I can't remember what kind it is. I think it was a strawberry shortcake or something like that. So yes, I have ice cream. He's like, you have ice cream?
Cool. Yeah. And Dad, good night. Get some rest and feel better. Thanks for joining.
Yep. All right, you guys. Have a great night.
Good night.